Hello guys, so once again welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is June Helen. I'd really like to appreciate those who have been subscribing to my channel. I really thank you so much. And for the returning subscribers, thank you so much. For the new subscribers, you are all welcome and feel comfortable. I normally talk about mental health awareness. I also talk about depression. I have poems of the same. I also talk about sexual gender-based violence, that is SGBV. I also talk about GBV, that is gender-based violence. And I also do poems, about so many things that are affecting the society today, like most of my poems so far are about depression, mental health awareness, tell you sexual gender-based violence and then gender-based violence, and also I have spoken words of the same. And so you'll also have cooking vlogs. You'll get to learn a lot in my channel. You'll get to know a lot. Maybe if you're depressed, you need someone to talk to and you don't have anyone to talk to, please refer to my channel. You'll see my stories there. By the way, I'm a depression survivor. I survived and right now I'm good. I'm okay. I'm very okay. At least. So guys, today I came with a very crucial topic, a topic that many of you need to hear, many of you need to listen, most of you need to listen actually, and it's about teen pregnancy. This is something that has occurred in the past few years, not even in the past few years, but so many years. It has been happening, and people have been burying their heads on the sand about the same, which is not supposed to be the case, So, kwanza in Kenya, it has been rampant. Teen pregnancy has been rampant. You see, you find so many individuals, so many young generation teenagers from 13 to 18. They get pregnant. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to go about it, and it becomes hard. It becomes so difficult to them, and they feel like it's a burden to them because this is something that has just occurred, and basically we don't give them education about the same. So if you give them we make them learn like this is how you go about it, or even before it happens. Prevention is better than cure. And I came to realize that many parents do not talk to their kids about sex. Many parents do not talk to their kids about, especially to these adolescents kids. Teenagers, most of them are in their adolescent stage, and most of them are hyper. So you have to talk to them about sex. You have to talk to them about, these things, boyfriends. You can even ask your kid, do you have a boyfriend? They can be free to talk to you depending on how you approach them, like depending on your rapport with them. So as a parent, don't be too much strict about these things that you cannot even be able to talk about them. Let's talk about these things. Let's talk to them about this. If maybe amekwambia, I have a boyfriend, mom, and it's like this and this, tell them, like, talk to them freely. Tell them to use protection, Tell them that we have AIDS. Tell them that we have gonorrhea. Tell them that we have sexual transmitted infections, and also tell them that they need to use protection anytime they want to have sex, and they should not have unprotected sex. We talk to them freely. We cannot bury our heads on the sand and say no, it's shameful talking to your kid about that. No, it's not shameful at all. So let's be free. Let's talk to them. Let's engage them in these conversations, and I believe they'll get to learn. At least when you tell your kid, when you feel like you really need this, use protection. Kindly use protection, and tell them the effects of not using protection. Number one, you tell them there is AIDS. We have a pregnancy when you don't use protection, and the worst of all, we have AIDS, we have STIs. Some of them are very dangerous, like the current super gonorrhea. It's worse. They say it has no cure. So you talk to them freely about all that. Tell them. Just be free with them and tell them. It doesn't cost anything. And one thing I came to realize, these teenagers and these kids, they fear. They fear pregnancy. They fear pregnancy more than the disease. In fact, wanaogopa hizi ugonjwa more than even the disease, more than this STIs, and then the viruses, the AIDS, and it's really unfortunate, yeah. Yani our African parents wamefanya most of their kids wanaogopa mimba than even ugonjwa. You know, these ugonjwas are even worse. At least with pregnancy you can take care of the kid, yeah. And again, you can have both. What you should tell them, you can have pregnancy at the same time umekuwa infected, yeah, with that disease, which is really, really risky. Very. So I'd really urge parents to talk to their kids, and even teachers at school should engage these kids in conversations about sex education, yeah. Engage them, just tell them. We cannot hide these things forever. I mean, we cannot hide them because it's very clear in the light that these kids are getting pregnant, wanajificha huko, they have sex inside ndani ya mahindi, I don't know where, in the blues, in the kwa barabara, and then they end up, the results cannot hide themselves, yeah. Alafu some of them at the risk, or let's say at the moment of maybe doing abortions after they get pregnant, they end up dying because they fear like nimepata ball, I'm not even done with school, what will my parents say, like watasema nini, maybe ana feel like atakuwa neglected. So at the midst, like kwa ile what do we call it, kwa ile harakati ya kutaka get rid of the pregnancy, one, they might die, two, when complications zinaweza tokea in between, and then inakuwa worse, it becomes even worse. So why am I saying this? Sometimes let's talk to them about this. Sometimes tuambie these things are there, yeah. What you do, you use prevention. What you do, just take care of yourself. What you do, you can just wait for this all these things can wait, yeah. And so I feel like as a society, as parents, and as maybe tutors, there is somewhere you failed. There is somewhere we terribly failed, yeah. Teen pregnancies imekuwa mingi, like zinaokaa. So kwanza there was this time during COVID-19, teen pregnancies zilikuwa very, very, very high, yeah. And then most of them hata didn't know what to do. Sasa most of them hata hawako wanajua about protection, and hata if they know, maybe they don't know the risks, the aftermath. Some of them wanajua tu sinibol peke, some of them wanajua ni ugonjwa, and maybe some of them hawana completely, not even the basic education. They don't even have the basic education, and unaweza sema maybe I know about something like this, maybe I know this or that, you know. And so it becomes worse, yeah. It becomes so difficult for them to know what is right about this, how am I going about this after it has happened, you know. Maji yakimwagika hayazoleki, yeah. So I feel like we can prevent this before hayo maji yamwagike, right? Yeah. We can always talk to them, our teen. Squeezy wako hyper, alafu squeezy yani huwezi ficha hizi vitu milele. So I'm urging my fellow people, our African parents, even me when I grew up, no one spoke to me about these things, by the way. Even my parents said waka hivi, they tell me about it. I think there is that African mentality and that African culture that talking about sex in public is a sin. It's not a sin. Honestly speaking, it has reached a point where we have to embrace we just have to stop bagging behind, but instead technology imekuwa so high. Squeezy vitu mingi zimechange so many things, and if we say we lag behind our traditions, trust me, so many things zitaribika in between, so many things will go astray, yeah. So we should stop this culture of saying that talking about sex in public is a sin. No, it's not a sin. Let's do it publicly to help our teenagers. Let's do it publicly to help our girls. Yeah, our girls in the villages, our girls in the cities, our girls who completely don't have any knowledge about the same. Yeah. And I believe we'll get to help them in one way or the other. I believe they'll get to learn. I believe they'll get to know a lot of things about this. So let's talk to them. Let's engage them always in this. Ask them, maybe it's your daughter, uko na boyfriend, Kama uko na boyfriend, and you've started doing these things, tafadhali tumia protection. Number one, use a condom. Just tell them frankly and clearly, without hiding anything. Tell them we have AIDS. Tell them we have super gonorrhea. Tell them we have many STIs, syphilis, gonorrhea, chancroid, herpes. Tell them everything. Don't hide anything. Just tell them. Tell them kuna mimba. And tell them with this economy, how can you be able to raise a kid? How can you be able to carry pregnancy? How can you be able to go through that journey? And yet you're just a teen. You're a young mother. Yeah. We have so many young mothers who are suffering out here. Because no one told them, because they were not even ready after all, by the way. They were not even ready. It just happened. Wakajikuta they're pregnant. And so they had to deal with the aftermath. They had to struggle. Yeah? And I've seen teenage mothers really struggling. They know nothing about. Alafu, again, there is a risk of giving birth, especially when you are a teenage mother, when you are still young. Giving birth comes with a lot of risks, many risks. Yeah? Many risks that even health practitioners can be able to tell you about about these risks. Number one, you may end up converging. You are I don't know, it's the cervix. You may end up having complications, just uterine complications. You know, health practitioners can tell this, or you can even find out about the same. Again, teen mothers, most of the probability of you dying while giving birth is high. Yeah, because your body haija mature completely, your body haija koma to be able to not only carry the pregnancy but also to give birth. Yeah, your body haijakoma, haijakuwa mature for that process, you know. And then another thing, when you're a teen mother, you're not even ready mentally. You're not ready mentally. You're not ready psychologically. Yeah. You're not ready financially. I'm very sure you're not ready financially, especially when you're a teen mother. Yeah. You'll have to be dependent to someone. And especially maybe your parents, and to some, in that case, maybe your parents are not able, your parents are not financially stable. It becomes really hard for you. You'll have maybe to drop out of school. You'll have to look for other means to find money. Yeah, you'll have to look for other means to just to make ends meet, and it becomes really hard. It becomes very hard for you as a teen mother. And most of these teen mothers, their kids don't have, the fathers of these kids who are wanatoroka, they end up disappearing. So the burden lands to you as a mother, and you cannot escape from your own problems. Honestly, you'll have to face it. Yeah, you'll have to deal with it that particular moment, because now it's your problem. Yeah, the escapee daddy escape. Yeah, I don't know, we call them deadbeat daddies. We have so many deadbeat daddies out here, and it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate that we still have deadbeat daddies who are not even responsible for the kids they sired outside. Or how can you even, let me speak to men, how can you even give okay, unapea jedem ball and then unatoroka? Do you know that's even a curse? Impregnating a lady and you refuse, you escape from responsibility, you walk away from responsibilities, it's really one of the worst thing, and it's so wrong and it's so bad. Even in God, you can even be punished in different ways, because how can you impregnate a girl and this is your kid, and you escape from responsibility, you escape from being responsible to that particular kid who is even innocent completely. Yeah, and to prevent this, why can't you use protection? To avoid all these deadbeat daddies, juho and what, just use protection. It's as simple as that. It's very simple. Yeah, or do other ways of family planning. You can use family planning if you don't want a kid. Yeah, you can use protection. It's even easy and simple. Instead of complicating all these things to be, oh, deadbeat daddy ametoroka, asaidi toto kwa peke yake, suffering with the kid here and there. And I can't blame those who are already in the mess. Yeah, you cannot blame those who are already in the mess, because these are things that happen. Yeah, and sometimes maybe you knew no better. You wanasemanga maybe I know no better. You knew no better. So now that you know, you know that protection is very important. Now that you know we have deadbeat daddies out here. Now that you know we have irresponsible people out here. You know that you're not financially stable. Just use protection and protect yourself against unwanted and unplanned pregnancies, against diseases, STIs, AIDS, yeah, among others. And I believe with this, we can be able to go for. And why can't we tell let's be free and frank to our kids, yeah, our teenagers. sit them down, explain to them about these things, give them not only the basic education but general education about these, and I believe they'll understand fully. They'll get to know this is wrong, they'll get to know this is right, and I know everything is going to be in plan when we educate them about this, when you tell them about this. Trust me, your teen pregnancies are going to reduce if we talk about this to our teenagers. If not only, we shouldn't leave this burden to teachers only. Even parents should do the same, like at home. And in fact, these things mostly happens at homes because parents are not even talking about the kids themselves. They fear parents. Teenagers wanaogopa their parents, especially African parents. Their kids tend to fear them because they are like, so if I face mom and tell her that mom, I have a boyfriend or I have a girlfriend and nini, atakushautia. The first thing you know from an African parent is that she will shout at me, what are you saying, and all that, you know. With African parents, they'll shout at you, like you feel they'll despise you, they'll judge you. Now that's how our teens have grown, like, yeah. So guys, thank you for watching, and please, those who haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and you'll get to learn a lot. You'll get to, and for the new subscribers, I've seen my subscribers have increased rapidly for the past 2 weeks. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much, and till next time, bye.